here was my future. My future was going to be that when the earnings announcement happened, the next day I'd be smiling. And the reason that I'd be smiling is because if that earnings announcement disappointed, why then I'd be able to grin and say, look, I already took 3.5% profit. I'll exercise my put option, and I'm out in 6 weeks with a 3.5% profit. That's one alternative. The other alternative is that the earnings announcement did not disappoint. The earnings announcement was positive, and the stock went up. And guess what I would not have? I would not have a call sold against this position. I didn't sell a covered call.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I had sold a covered call at the $100 strike, when the stock went up to 115, I would not be able to take advantage of that upside, would I, Mike?
That's right. That's exactly right.
Right. I've taken on an obligation if I sell a call. But because I manipulated the put option instead, first of all, I was bulletproof before the earnings announcement. And secondly, when the stock went up, I ended up selling the stock outright. Okay? The Research in Motion RPM was open for about 6 weeks. It yielded a 17.1% profit. And that's one of the things that I had you run on the risk reward calculator.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That wasn't a bad 6 weeks. But what was really good about it was sleeping in after the earnings announcement. I didn't care. I didn't care. I wrote all of my fishing members, said, hey, I know it. I'm going to be smiling the morning after the earnings announcement.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no short call limiting its growth. It was bulletproof before the earnings announcement. And wouldn't bulletproof be a great place to be just after an earnings announcement or an FDA approval, if you play biotech stocks? What if a WorldCom or Enron fiasco happened? Would you like to be selling covered calls against Enron
Mm-hmm.
when the news came out?
Sure thing.
I don't know. I think I'd rather have the put option. That's just me.
Well,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about a 9/11 event? What if planes hit the towers? Would you like to own put options? Well, aside from the questions you might have to answer, I've got stock and I've got put, boys. Is that all right? Okay. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to run just 2 more polls here, real quick. Okay. I wanted to ask what 2 things stick out most in your mind from this webinar of our folks that are here. Is it that you can be wrong more often than right and still win? Is it the fact of being able to limit your risk to single digits? Keep your risk down to 5%, 6%, maximum of 8%. Is it that bulletproofing idea? Where you have no risk. Is it income method number 3, using the put to manipulate and pull in money without necessarily taking on any obligations? Or is it income method number 6, which is like selling a covered call, only 3 times as good, at least in our example it was. And by the way, you can pick more than one. Please pick more than one. Got a lot of votes coming. This is great. Pardon me there, Mike.
Oh, no problem, Kurt.
Pardon me, everyone. I didn't mean to cough in your ear there. Okay, I'm going to close the poll now because we have over 80% of our voters, and I'll share the results. Can you see that there, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 44% like the idea of limiting risk to single digits per trade. 67% were most impressed, it looks like, by bulletproofing and income method number 3. And 33% appreciated income method 6. That's marvelous. Okay, going to hide the results and answer our final poll. Okay, what things do you want to know next? Okay, you want to know how to get the blueprints? I think some of our viewers already have it, but if you don't know, we'll go ahead and show you. If you'd like that trade simulator tool to use on your own at home, that's a wonderful research tool. It will teach you. If already you're using a certain guideline for your risk management, what that's going to probably look like after 100 trades. Would you like to know how to get 2 free weeks of power options? Would you like to know where to find these kinds of trades? And who would like to know about the next seminar event? Which, by the way, Mike, I am nearly finished with Module 3 on that. I've done Module 1, 2, almost done with 3, and I've already done Module 4.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
So so we're more than halfway done converting all the knowledge that's in the blueprint into a seminar setting.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I've got the poll. Let me share the results. Okay, 13% want to know how to get the blueprint. Quarter if you want to know how to get the trade simulator tool. 50% want to know where to find these kinds of trades. And wow, 2/3 of you want to know about the next seminar event. Oh, that's marvelous. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hide the results. And we'll take a look. What do you see on the screen now, Mike?
I'm sorry, the CTX, CINA, RIM, and SWN risk-reward profiles.
All right, okay, that's because sometimes I'll show these different trades and how they perform if you made a habit out of trading this way. Okay, so all right, let's move forward. For the blueprint's $289. Fish-in subscription is $69 a month, and you get to look over my shoulder and see what kind of trades I'm doing, but you also get to interact. If you've got a position on, for example, I don't make actual recommendations, but what I will do is I tell you what I might do given the same situation. Okay. All right. In order to buy the blueprint, if you want to buy the blueprint, you would go to radioactivetrading.com. Let me change this into an arrow here. For a 2-week trial of power options, go to powerup.com/RIT. You don't need a credit card. All you need is a username and password that you'll choose. And you get 2 weeks of all those tools that Mike was telling you about, and also they get you, right, Mike? I mean,
that's right. That's exactly right.
If you have questions about how to find these kinds of trades, that's what 50% of our viewers said they wanted. You know, if you want help finding these kinds of trades with the most powerful tool and tailor-made tool for doing so. Go to powerup.com/RAT for radioactive trading, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fish and subscription, you can pick that up at my website, okay? And if you have questions about today's webinar, if there's specific questions about the method, send them to me, Kurt at Radioactive Trading. If you want to know about seminar events and webinar events and all kinds of things that are in the works, you can send those questions to support at Radioactive Trading or call this number. Okay, and I think that's it there, sir. We're a little bit past our time, so I'm going to ask if anybody has questions. Why don't you send them to me at kurt@radioactivetrading.com. And here, of course, is the
product page.
For the products page. Very good. Okay, well, Mike, thanks for your fabulous intro and your participation all through the webinar. I sure appreciate it.
And thanks for joining us today, Kurt. It's always good to have you online with us and talk to our most recent customers about your unique trading method, and look forward to doing it again soon, of course.
Very good. Okay, gang, I'm going to thank you all for coming today, and I'm going to leave the screen up for just a bit, and I'm going to say happy trading, and we will see you out there. Bye for now.
All right.